diQ did cut one smash the defense, so he's only got 2 now, but again, they're going to be dead cards if he draws them.
Oh yeah. Alright. I'm sure diQ was not expecting this at all. But hey, let's see.
I really hope Underscore wins this one, just to make me not look like an imbecile for trying it out.
Well, he did play this list of Mono Red already last week, if I'm not wrong, or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks back, I guess.
I must have missed that one. I don't know. I haven't seen an Ursa at least.
Am I confusing it? I'm pretty sure that he's played. Man, I was editing all these matchups. I'm pretty sure he's played Mono Red. He lost though. I think he lost. But well, maybe I'm confusing myself. I don't know.
Oh wow, he's running 3 pillagers for Underscore.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Who can stand against us?
His Bristol is shining here. He's just looking like a champion.
Yeah, that is the god lineup with spot weakness. It does mean he doesn't have it for LC, but he does have the standard bearer to ensure the kill on Axe next turn.
Yeah, this time at least diQ has a very, very cheap hand. I mean, I wouldn't say you want to use Kraken Shell early, but sometimes it's useful. But at least in general, his hand is playable in the first couple of rounds. Whereas Underscore is kind of I mean, 2 cards he cannot play and 2 situational cards, so...
Yeah, that's an interesting duel.
That's a very...
Bristle doesn't get the armor, he's stuck with -1 now and at 2 hit points. He's really relying on a healing item to come in here.
And I mean, bear in mind that diQ's list doesn't have any Jasper daggers because he was expecting to face blue, right? So those minus armors are permanent, man.
Oh yes, that's a good point, and he still has a vesture as well.
Oh yeah.
So that might just be blocking up his entire item shop here if he's unlucky.
I even forgot that. But he did go up. diQ did go up to the 3rd Spring the Trap. So I'm wondering now what did he cut the smash. He cut a smash. Yeah, so that's good for him now. But yeah, just I mean, Underscore's on the triple Jaspers. Those Jaspers are so huge in this matchup. Piercing damage, just making those berserker skulls and everything, and the time of triumphs even, like if both players have hit TOT, Jaspers are so huge. Oh, DMZ is whining in chat that I forgot to invite. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry, but I would be more than happy to have you if this goes. Hopefully it does go beyond game 3. My bad. I cannot invite everyone though. Although Baby is mistreating me this week, man. Domestic violence.
Domestic?
Yeah, he's like my casting wife. He's mistreating me. Oh! That reminds me, man. How did your wet pants stream go?
Could we not?
All right, maybe next time. All right, so another duel.
You can still equip the blink here just to force the trade.
Yeah, but diQ's already used 2 duels, and both of them were like not super great duels.
No, I mean, this duel was super great. Killing a Legion Standard Bearer with a duel for free is fantastic. It just so happens that Underscore's got the blink to force the trade still. Unless he pops a Kraken.
I don't know, man. I see that sneaky Pillager there, and I think, are you not going to regret those duels? But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. As long as he draws some new blockers for it. I actually like this Kraken Shell. It is definitely worth using 1 to keep a hero alive in a trade in the mirror.
DMZ is going crazy. Their mono red
Yeah.
mirror match. Ah, man. Love it. Alright, I cannot wait to see where that Ursa is gonna land. I mean, if Ursa lands in front of Tidehunter, that's like the dream, right?
It's an honor to stand by your
I
side.
suppose it could be.
I mean, it's gonna hit it 20 times. And then the Tide's gonna die to creeps. No,
I don't quite
maybe
think
not.
the math works out that way, but
That's-
I mean, in a perfect world, given enough turns,
Oh, I'm an optimistic guy.
maybe if he
Oh,
puts
triple?
Blade Mail on Ursa so the Fury Swipes activates twice.
Oh, man. He considered triple, underscore considered triple deploying lane 1 for a second there.
Oh, this is so scary for underscore now that sorry for diQ that he abandons the third lane with a pillager in hand.
Mm-hmm. So how do you assess the match right now? Who do you think has the advantage overall?
I mean, in this match, for now, underscore's got a big advantage.
Yeah, mainly because of lane 3, right?
Yeah, I mean, just because of lane 3 alone. He gets down the pillager and diQ only has Bristleback coming in. He does not have a blink, so he only has one hero to go and defend it, and I mean, if he lands correctly, maybe he can Berserker's call them down, but it is so wide, I don't think he's going to be able to stop.
Oh, wow.
Oh, diQ popping enough magic here.
He's using these cards so aggressively.
Yeah, I mean, this sets up for a 2-for-1 Berserker's call for underscore next turn as well. With the Bristle. With Ursa, and that's also gonna give Axe and Beastmaster both an additional -1 arm.
What do you think he was afraid of there specifically?
I mean, mana 6, I guess underscore didn't even have any items, so I don't know.
Because it was
The
round
Circus
3,
Call
so it was
would not
5
have
mana.
killed anyone,
No, but
except
it was like round 3, so he only had access to 5 mana, so the whole play seems a bit awkward.
Oh yeah, it was 5. I don't know, maybe... What? Yeah, no. Yeah. Couldn't tell you. Right, so diQ is triple deploying lane 1 here. But, I mean...
What would you have
Okay.
me do, Commander?
If underscore can just keep Bristleback alive... Oh no, it's Spring the Traps. Okay, so there will be no... There will be no Primal Roar next turn. It could be quite a big Berserker's Call, though. If underscore just Viscous Nasal Goose LC, then he's got a 3-for-1 Berserker's Call.
Oh yeah.
That's an option. He would have to pass in lane 3, but you don't really need to play anything else in lane 3 anyway right now.
No, that lane 3 is gonna threaten AT easily.
And if you can kill 3 of diQ's heroes on mana 7, I think you just secure the game, because he can't time them.
We will restore
Oh.
At least not quick enough.
There's a surprise baby in the chat.
Sorry, I'm late, guys.
No worries, man.
I guess daylight savings still hasn't like accounted for UTC for me. I don't know. Either way, plenty of artifact left to commentate, I hope.
Well, we'll see, man. Things are taking a weird turn. Both players were teching against each other, and now underscore's gone red.
Yeah,
So
is it
I'm
the?
sorry, Commander.
Let's see. He's got Beast and Ursa, so we'll see. We'll see. Dick won game 1, I presume.
nope.
diQ.
No.
It was actually
Oh.
quite dominating for underscore, and if you notice,
Underscore does get the setup for the Berserker's Call in lane 1 with a 3-for-1. I mean, he's just got to pass here and go. If he gets this Berserker's Call in lane 1 next turn, I don't think the IQ comes back from that.
Yeah, this is looking very tough. diQ teched heavily against blue, and
There's the initiative. Yeah, underscore is really coming prepared for this format.
Underscore's just gonna pass here, I'm calling it.
Oh.
Oh, he actually
will fight
plays.
by your side.
Well, okay, he knows the Beastmaster wants to activate, but now he's gonna pass.
Stand with our Clody brother.
But I will
That's
say
pretty
also,
greedy.
what is actually also good for underscore in the midst of all this. He has Axe, got Viscal Nasal Goo, then he's gonna die, which is actually great because you can reposition him.
You guys
Damn.
didn't hear
Yeah.
about the last.
And he just goes for the pass here. Oh, we're gonna get it. The 3-for-1 Berserker.
I'm gonna clip this, dude. Someone clip this in chat, dudes. Clip it.
And I mean, diQ did get a Pillager going in the middle, so he's got like something going, but look at that last lane. It's just way too late.
And with 3 deployments next turn, you're right. That's
3
just such a
deployments
blessing.
for underscore, and diQ is going to lose 3 heroes here, so it's going to be 3-on-1 the opposite way next turn in lane 1. And I mean, diQ can maybe take the middle, maybe, but that.
And then meanwhile, we still have 80 pressure. That's lane. There's no way he can take
that
2 towers.
wall is so beautiful.
Oh, Craigasm.
And I'm surprised with neither player having a Kraken Shell in hands. They really didn't play for that initiative. Both players passed it back 2 times.
Well, underscore did play for it because he knew that
No one
Beastmaster
can
would
stand
activate, right?
against the red mist.
Yeah.
Probably.
He has to blink to last and shut down last. Somehow. I
But
mean,
even if he does that, there's
I
3
don't.
heroes coming into lane 1.
This will get me through the battle.
alright, yeah.
I think he has to do that, but the plan is not to stop it, rather to just gain an extra round to try and fight it. Because if it stays like this, it's going to be a 2-hit, and he cannot let the 2 clock on AQ.
No.
So
Has to.
he's going to blink just to get the 3rd round to try and survive into something. And I presume underscore can just ignore that and spring and blink out.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
keep
guess
this
it
jungle safe.
does not land for a call. He can only block 1 Pillager, but that still leaves 3 to multiply.
No one can
Yeah,
stand against the red mist.
And just,
Almost doing nothing.
and the gold difference as well, just adding, salt to the wound.
Ready for war.
I think he needs to actually try to win this lane through the middle. The Stone Hall takes him out of range for Berserkers. So that shuts that down pretty handily.
Don't
What?
belong here.
You realize
Okay,
pillagers
that's-
multiply, right?
That's pretty ambitious.
I don't agree with that.
So
No, 4
mean-
of them are multiplying.
I mean, at least he knows the Stonehall Elite is going to keep getting free creeps to kill every turn, right? But
Not anymore.
I actually think there would be merit in just springing and blinking out, but that seems fine too. I mean, do you blink out? I think you blink out.
I think, well, I don't know. I mean, you can run into an unlucky Primal Roar, right? And he's so far ahead. Maybe you just stay in case that diQ gets a really good Primal Roar and you have to blink.
Oh, he nasal good the creep.
Okay, no, he's just
These
he's just
are
gonna make the AQ
Strange
threat
times,
real.
Squander.
I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to deploy into lane 1, and he wins.
Yeah, and I cannot help but feel slightly that the IQ's usage of duels in this game may have hurt him slightly. Hard to say. Oh boy, and the curve as well. He's got phase but nothing to swap with.
And why not top deck a Time of Triumph for underscore as well?
Ooh, that is just huge.
The cherry on top, one might say.
So, do you...
Glory away!
I was gonna say, do you blink a second hero to mid and TOT mid? Because that's probably the best, but okay, that's out of the table now.
I mean, looking at the silver linings, at least diQ hasn't drawn any of his smash the defense.
Okay, so his plan is just to end the game. So he's got to blink over with the beast as well.
This jungle is under my protection.
Yeah, there's nothing to be done here.
The red mist marches.
diQ facing tournament elimination, down 0-2 in the losers bracket. This is where miracles happen.
And man, Underscore has been super dominating these two games. Damn.
Yeah. The
And-
red switch is pretty. After winning, that's a.
We do have to ask him. Isn't Underscore the guy who says he was rolling
Yeah,
for which deck he plays? We have to ask.
yeah. He is rolling
Stand
it.
tall, my friend.
Although he didn't roll for that first game, that's for sure. All right.
Okay.
I see he's
And
gonna
let-
pop in chat.
Hey.
Man, what did you have for breakfast today? Can I ask?
But like good draws, I don't know. Like I mean, this game was over from turn 1, right? Or
This
from
game-
turn 2.
wow. Well, first of all, congratulate you on the deck swap. Beautiful.
See?
Just throwing a wrench in the IQ's plans. So
Oh no, but I mean, if he like this check is horrible in a mono-red mirror, right? What he does is probably good against blue, but like in a mono-red mirror with such attack, well, he's at a rather large disadvantage. Of course, it doesn't mean it's auto win for me.
no.
I mean, it's after all mono-red, so it depends on draws a lot. But
he
like,
didn't
if I
even
get turn
have
1,
Jaspers. I
of
mean, he's just with the smashes and no Jaspers. He's just so ill-equipped for the matchup. So well done, but you didn't die a roll there. That was a hand-picked deck, right?
yeah, I mean, I have to try to do. I actually didn't even prepare my table,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
because actually I had a completely different plan of how to play this match, but once again I'm just so busy that I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So sorry, you were not rolling again like last week?
No, last week I was. This time I was not. Although I was supposed to.
Alright. So I'm very happy that you made that Ursa work, because I've tried that multiple times and just straight up lost, but apparently I had
No,
the
but
right
I mean,
idea. Just
My
not the
thinking is
execution.
that, like I think last week, or was last week? I also played one game with Earth and Center, but yeah, I think actually before in my I tried it before like several months ago, and it worked kind of better than it did last week. So yeah, so probably it's too much. Also, Beast is actually quite strong. So this, but I think like Tide isn't. I kind of understand why people play Tide, but I'm not even convinced it's so good as people think. But of course, I don't have that much experience also with the deck, right? So it's a bit hard to.
For
hard
sure.
to-
Well, in theory, Ursa should win the mirror, right? I mean,
Sure, but it's just like also my kind of not problem, but like the thing I think the classical mono red is a bit heavy on the heavy curve, right? So
Yeah, I want to
sometimes
ask
that
actually,
doesn't matter. But I mean, having more cards to play on turn 2, like with Ursa to set up a kill or to save as hero, it's actually I think very valuable
yeah, it's
in the
very
mirror,
good
especially.
indeed. Do you think you would have any chance against Mono Blue with this version of Mono Red? Because I just realized you didn't even put in any initiative cards after taking out Tide.
But I mean, unless you play blue, actually, initiative is, to be fair, the kind of garbage. Not garbage, but like as I not always find use, right? So there's sometimes just a fillers in your deck. Yeah, that's why I kind of course, if he played blue, then I think he would be strongly favored in that match. I'm not sure it's like no chance, but of course it's not a high chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing that like last week I also yeah. So it's just. I mean, when you know that he, or at least you act under assumption that someone doesn't play some deck, it makes your checking a bit easier, right?
Yeah, of course, definitely agree there. What's the idea behind 3 pillagers and only 2 brawlers?
because Pillager is one of the win cons in mono red. That's actually what happens this game, right? I mean, okay, this game, if I didn't set up Pillager, I could probably distribute my heroes differently and probably would have an advantage anyways. But I think in mono red mirrors, Pillager is actually very strong as a kind of win condition alternative to the times. I mean, it's quite often that you heal some hero or your lane just white and then they spend the mana on something and you just put Pillager, right? Or you could even just put it and they have no way to block.
It definitely
3
works.
pillagers,
So-
I love it.
Yeah.
He spent like 2 duels by turn 2. Mid lane he spent 2 duels. So when I play Pillager, like even if he has a hero that is quite unlikely that he could remove it, he would is the very best kind of block it with a bronze or elite, which is I mean it's unfortunate for me, but it's not even the end of the world, right? If it happens. Like the worst thing which happens with Pillagers, I think it's like duels.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The worst thing that can happen is it trades 1-1, and that's fine.
But I mean, if it trades with the elite, I'm honestly not that unhappy, especially if you're talking about the line where elite was already would otherwise oppose a normal creep and would find value out of that, right? So we just trade value, and well, it's not a good trade for me, but it's also not a particularly bad one. It's just okay-ish, at least.
All right. I don't.
And I
want
also
to,
when I do that, I also force my opponent to have that, right? So like mono red only has like, well, 3 elites and 3 bronzes to well block the Pillager, and it's not that much, right? So I feel it's justified, the risk.
So I don't want to keep diQ waiting for too long for our interviews. So if it's okay, I'm gonna ask you to go register your deck, and good luck, man. You're
Sure.
on the show.